Opposition senators were left stunned today as veteran politician Senator K.D. Knight broke ranks with his party during the debate to extend the state of emergency in St. James. Mr. Knight was adamant that he would not support the extension and said he's willing to step aside from the upper house if his decision irks the opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips. TVJ's Dwayne Anderson reports.
We support it because we have no choice, because we see that that is all you have.
That was Leader of Opposition Business Donna Scott Motley during her presentation to the Senate Friday, giving a clear indication that the opposition would support the requested 3-month extension on the state of emergency in St. James. But when veteran lawmaker K.D. Knight rose, he immediately made it clear he would break ranks with his party on the matter.
On this occasion, I am not voting for it. But what I will have to do is to abstain.
Senator Knight said he didn't want the public to think his party is not supporting an anti-crime measure and accepts the consequences if his decision upsets the opposition leader, Dr. Peter Phillips.
I'm willing to step aside. I'm willing to step aside. The leader simply has to say to me, KD, you went against that which is the position of the opposition. And I will say to him, thank you.
For Senator Knight, blindly supporting the ongoing security measures smacks at cowardice, and he's no little-livered human. The lawmaker demanded to know what the state intended to do in terms of compensation for the 98% of the 11,000 persons who had been detained and released without charge by the security forces across the island. Senator Knight said he does not believe all those detainees were reasonable suspects and feels the measure was depriving people of privileges and rights such as jobs. The latter of his concerns was shared by his colleague Lambert Brown, who fears many of these persons may never get to travel.
Have them name in government books. And when they go to U.S. Embassy, have you ever been arrested? Them name in government book, them have to say yes. And that alone limit their ability to get a visa. So there's consequence to locking up Senator Bryan, the people who look like you and me.
This was Senator Pernell Charles Jr.'s response to the opposition's critique.
We don't have time for the frivolous and sometimes inflammatory commentary that only emboldens criminals and makes the security forces who have asked for this feel disrespected.
K.D. Knight's position did not stop the resolution as the government secured more than the 2/3 majority needed for the extension of the state of emergency. 17 senators voted in favor, 1 abstained, and 3 were absent. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.